This nuanced piece of 100 years plus of, and more than that, plus of history of that land is very nuanced, and things have happened. And history is a story of facts, and you cannot change facts. And it's very nuanced. But we see a lot of people having views on both sides. Whether you are, so you have to take sides. So that's the starting point, that anybody and everybody with the knowledge they can receive from whatever sources they are receiving, as a default, as a culturally, we have to take some side. People are trying to take sides, and then people take sides and they say, yes, I will protest for this and I will protest for them. So it's just taking sides. In a fairly complex and nuanced situation, what's happening there? I want you to talk more on the information gathering of the general audience, the general Australians who are taking a stance on both sides.
Sure. I think that most people form an opinion on this particular subject, whether it be from either of the two sides, as we like to call it, without knowing the landscape of it. People tend to form an opinion quickly, and I think the litmus test on whether you should take someone's opinion seriously or not is whether they understand the difference of who has what rights in what areas, whether it be Israel proper, areas A, B, C, East Jerusalem, or Gaza. If somebody doesn't know the difference between who has what rights where, that should just immediately disqualify them or disqualify their opinion, because it's the equivalent of having an opinion on English literature without knowing what the alphabet is. And I think people coming to conclusions quickly, forming opinions without knowing the entirety of the story or having done enough research as to what it is that they're putting an opinion on, can lead to dangerous policies. I strongly believe that if you don't know what the difference between who has what rights in which areas, to learn that as the basic minimum amount of information you can before you put an opinion. And if you know that, it doesn't matter what side you're going to be putting an opinion on, at least you know what you're talking about in that case. The thing that I want to, because you mentioned like people have to pick sides, and I see also
Not have to. They want to do it. They want to do it, and then they want to do some campaign and then do protests.
Correct. And I see that as a part of the problem. Ideally, I want people to be on the side of peace and love and against the side of hate and vengeance and revenge. I want people to be on the side that calls to end statelessness, to bring about a solution. We should be pro-solution and anti-problem. Yet, people treating this subject as if it is a football match. To be a friend of one is to be the enemy of the other. To support one is to slam the other. Where this type of mentality is only going to prolong the problem, not fix the problem. And people should always aim to be a part of the solution, not part of the problem. And you can do that through learning the different narratives that are out there, from doing a bit of research, and to withhold coming to conclusions until you have done your homework. And most people on this subject have not done their homework.